Get ready, Santa Cruz. I'm going to need your action, energy, and excitement. And of course, a heavy dose of positivity as we get ready to bring them out and put this show in full effect. All right, it's getting real Santa Cruz as our teams head to the Shaboomy Shade and get ready. Clear a little space up in your memory bank because you're going to need it. Maybe next time you wake up on the wrong side of the bed or you get a case of the Mondays, you can think about this day where you witnessed history. That's right, history in the BFL right here at the Santa Cruz Classic. We have a very special surprise for you, including getting it started with our country's national anthem in a few moments, right after we introduce our teams. I'll make an introduction that I'm oh so proud of. I'm honored to call him a friend, our founder, creator, and visionary. The father of the BFL will be introduced to you, and he is no stranger to these parts of town. The sand is soft and the waves are calm, but there will be a change as we get ready to introduce our teams. And first off, why not? For their very first time from right here in the 831 Santa Cruz, please say hello to your Santa Cruz Tsunamis. At the helm for the Tsunamis, the 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL rushing leader, the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year, where he was a Cal Bear before getting there via Oakland Tech. The Bulldog, looking to implement the mode that is beast. Say hello to Coach Marshawn Lynch. He's got an illustrious assistant coaching staff getting ready to represent for Santa Cruz here today, looking to get their first victory and go 1-0. And speaking of 1-0, it's time to introduce our first team that is here undefeated. And they put a whooping on the Silver State Stealth of the A7FL, pitching a shutout. I have a feeling it won't be the same forecast here today, but time will tell. Please say hello to our friends from down south, traveling northbound on PCH to get here, the undefeated Santa Monica Waves. The captain of the Santa Monica Waves is a 6-time NFL veteran, a UCLA All-American, where he was 2 times All-Pac-10. He has the 5th longest touchdown run in the history of the Super Bowl. Coach DeShaun Foster. All right, Santa Cruz, I got a quick question for you. If you don't have the answer to this, we need to put you back in class. As you take a look around at these phenomenal athletes, look at the person to your left, to your right. Look at the selfie mirror. Make sure you're looking as good as you feel. Are you ready for the BFL Santa Cruz Classic? Wow, I'm your main man on the mic, Nick Ferrara. I'm excited to be back here. I'm originally from SoCal, but guess what? I hit the hardwood as a Cal State Monterey Bay Otter, and it's good to be back in the Central Coast. And someone who's no stranger to not far from the Central Coast, where he was the Defensive Player of the Year at Cal before doing it at Fremont High School in Sunnyvale, where he was a 1,000-yard-plus rusher as well. He scored a touchdown in the league, and oh yeah, he is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, the founder, creator, and visionary, the father of the BFL, Tully Bantacane.
Hey, what's up, Santa Cruz? Man, I used to come here all the time as a kid. I'm still a kid. But hey, We're about to have a special day. We're about to make history. The first time professional tackle football played in the beautiful city of Santa Cruz, California. Give it up for yourselves. And with no further ado, we're gonna give it up to my brothers from the Pro Players Group who are gonna bless us with a little something called the National Anthem.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Pierce, Cam Newton, the Pro Players Group, getting ready to sing our country's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Pro Players Group, Cam Newton, Steve Pierce, that's how you get it started. The dogs are barking, but we'll find out which one will go to bed with the bone. So much more than bragging rights on the line, the cash prize, the fact of being crowned the kings of the beach right here in the Santa Cruz Classic, Santa Monica Waves, Santa Cruz Tsunamis. Let's ball! Our players doing a quick brief exchange, a quick understanding of the rules, and there are some unique ones out there. You will see midfield. You have 4 downs to get past the midfield, another 4 to score. 4 12-minute running clock quarters. The last minute will be a stoppage of clock in the second and fourth quarters. During halftime, we have a very special performance. I'm not even going to mention it because you already know, bringing the show from the O as we get ready to go. BFL from right here in Santa Cruz. One thing to keep in mind as you're witnessing this BFL action is take a look at the techniques in the tackling, in the route running. The sand is an extremely uneven surface, and every single play is unique and different as each grain of sand that is right here on the beach in Santa Cruz. Don't forget at some point to stop by and say hello to our amazing sponsors who have joined this historic ride. If you and your company or business would like to join us on this historic BFL journey, find us, beachfootballleague.com, as well as at BFL USA. Make sure you're tagging us and following us as well for all news BFL. We want to bring it back to Santa Cruz, but we got to start it off on the right foot here today. So Shibumi, our official shade of the NFL, is where your players came out of, the Shibumi Tunnel. And they're hydrated thanks to Mauka Sports Body. Santa Cruz Core Fitness and Rehab got our players tuned and ready to go. And our beneficiary and partner, Appendix Cancer PMP Research Foundation, as well as Leisure Hydration. Bulldog Media, the squad, the amazing folks behind the scenes, sharing this special and unique moment with the world. And the Sweets Pacific Cookie Company. Make sure you stop by and pick up one at the merch table. And you can even pick up a pair of Shock Socks, the official sand sock of the BFL. As you can see, many of the Tsunamis wearing our Seismic, the official headgear of the BFL and USA flag. And we are underway. It's official. Uh-oh. That's 3 points. DeShaun Foster, knowledgeable. He coming in as a highly experienced coach. He almost got into an early conversation with the referees. He was on quite the short leash at our first game in Santa Monica. But now he's making friends with the Zebras early and often as his team quickly scored 3 points. Another reminder that the Santa Cruz Tsunamis are fairly new to these rules. Some of them just joining the team literally hours ago. So the expectations are high, and they'll look to regroup and figure it out. Santa Monica Waves first to score. Current score is 3-0. So not only were points scored, there's also some chirping going on here. No stranger to the talking would be our friend Eli. If I had $1 for every word he said, I'd be a trillionaire. Eli, a reminder, he runs the I Will Route You program, training the next level of beach and professional wide receiver talents in Southern California. Played collegiately at Harding University in Arkansas, where he picked up a ring. He's looking to add to his ring collection here today by picking up a dub on the beach. Oh, you can hear that hit. Santa Cruz Waves, no stranger to it. Some of our guys coming to us with an illustrious rugby background, including one who has played for a season in New Zealand, none other than the big sexy Adonis himself. I knew I'd get a smile out of the big guy. There we go. Just about every player you've seen here has played at the highest level of football. Some of these athletes are coming to us from different sports. The rugby background actually becomes quite helpful and insightful in this game of beach football. As you can see, someone lining up on the outside. He's a former San Jose State Spartan, Purdue Boilermaker, and USC Trojan out of Culver City. Charles Ross, Chuck, on the outside. Eli showing his skills off as quarterback. And there's Marv coming to us all the way from Tampa, Florida, where he played collegiately in his home state. Uh-oh. The big fellas. The bigs were hungry. And the Tsunamis have found life. Possession has changed. And they're starting to feel comfortable in their cozy confines of home right here in the 8-3-1. The coaching staff locking in, looking to follow that traditional mode that is beast here on the beach. Coach Lynch deciding to have some conversations with the officiating crew, as he's not a fan of what he's witnessed so far out here. Selective sight, according to Coach Marshawn Lynch out here. I think our officiating crew will be due for a Surfside iced tea and vodka real soon here. Lots of wobbling and motion, and it's not coming from the ocean, as both sides starting to ease in and get comfortable out here. the Tsunamis have brought some serious size to the table. In the first matchup for the Santa Monica Waves, they've competed against a team from the A7FL and they blew them out. The A7FL performs on grass and turf. It's a tackle football league without pads as well. But now they're playing a fellow BFL squad that is getting used to the sand here in Santa Cruz. Uh-oh. Isaiah. Nicely done. The good hands and the strong arms. Conversations continue here on the sands as substitutions are made. All these players getting used to this style that is Beach Football League. There's a flag, there's some laundry on the field. Defensive offsides is the call. I have to admit that early on in this contest, I am highly impressed by what the Santa Cruz Tsunamis have been able to put together. Some of these teams were literally assembled moments before kickoff. So these players had to assemble, quickly adjust to the tutelage of Coach Marshawn Lynch, and bring it out here to the 8-3-1. Oof, he's gonna feel that one tomorrow. Hey Jennifer, can I get some Malka, please? Thank you. Choose the climb, fuel the rise. The good thing about me is the only thing that runs is my mouth, but I still may need to go say hello to the friends over at Santa Cruz Core Fitness and Rehab just to get adjusted. Uh-oh, they're finding something here. Quite interesting to see Coach Marshawn Lynch choosing some very interesting passing plays. He has found some quarterback and receiver play here today that has found momentum early and often. Will they be taking the lead as they are knocking on the door in the BFL? Good protection. Oh! Somebody got mossed! What a grab! And just like that, the Santa Cruz Tsunamis have come out here to take a look. And Marshawn Lynch is letting not only his team know, but the visiting Santa Monica Waves, you are put on notice officially that the Tsunamis are coming and they came to play. What a catch. And I've seen some good ones here in the BFL, but that may be near the top. They're going for two on this play. A reminder, they have the option of going for two or one. Let's go. BFL action live from Santa Cruz as your Santa Cruz Waves have the lead. The Tsunamis putting the waves beneath them quick and often, but Santa Monica is no stranger to this sport, and they will recoup and show their resiliency in just a few moments. The Waves' goal is to not let it go in the net, because it would be a point. Charles Ross with the catch. The former Spartan, no stranger to Santa Cruz, finding his way. Oh, it's getting chippy out there. Hey, guys. Don't forget, BFL family, we're keeping it classy out here. Right on cue, Coach Lynch. It's interesting because it was Coach Foster who was on the short leash last time, but it could be Coach Lynch that gets in a little trouble here today. A quick learn for Coach Foster as he looks to get his Waves back into the lead column where they started the game at 3-0. Current score 6-3 in favor of the Santa Cruz Tsunamis.
No, we're good though. We're good though. Yeah,
RJ with a tough run. The founder of Trapstar Sports, where he gives back to the community. He learned about changing and finding out how he could implement positivity into his community. The home team 6. Marv. Marv got away with one there. The Tsunamis, Isaiah, in and out of the breadbasket. If the Santa Cruz Tsunamis can take advantage of these turnover opportunities, they will put this Santa Monica Waves team in a tough situation as they are used to having a healthy lead in the majority of the contests in which they participated in. The ball is out. Charles Ross with the catch. As I mentioned, the former San Jose State Spartan. As a Purdue Boilermaker, he was medically retired, but many believed he had that elite level wide receiver talent. He'll look to put some of that on display here today for the BFL. Former BFL MVP of the game, DeJuan Speedy Burden, also in the house, hailing from the Wood. Inglewood representing here in the BFL. A nice toss by Marv. We got the big man Brandon Atkins on the Santa Monica Waves, and his son Jaden is on the other side of the ball competing for the Tsunamis. So there's a father-son connection battling each other here today in Santa Cruz. Eli Jones has stayed busy working and talking as he looks to get his team back in business here. The player and coach letting his team know this is business. RJ Raymond Lundy was coming up with a big catch moments ago. We've also got the Maryland Gatorade State Player of the Year, former JMU, James Madison University, where he did it for Coach Signetti. Marquise Woodyard out of D.C., our nation's capital. So many states representing here and several countries as we look to take the BFL international, but we like to start right here at home in Santa Cruz. Here's the throw-in. As a goalie, that's a live ball. If he's able to catch that ball, he can run it back. And if he can beat the quarterback to midfield, he will get a point. Here comes the game breaker play from Coach DeShaun Foster. Tully, explain to us what the game breaker play is.
The game breaker is just like an onside kick. If you score, you have a chance to score again from the 10-yard line going in for another touchdown.
This is the game breaker play. Our current score is 9-6 in favor of the Santa Monica Waves, who have reclaimed the lead here, much to the likes of DeShaun Foster and his coaching staff. The Tsunamis are on defense here. Marv looking to run it in himself. Marv letting them know in Tampa, Florida, they do it a little bit different on the beach, but they find their way to the house. Our friends from Bulldog Media, the amazing technical talents who allow us to share the BFL with the world, are behind the scenes. And you have to check us out when you get home, and you can find the BFL. And remember that you are right here on the sunny sands of Santa Cruz on this Sunday. As we get ready, summer's not even here yet. This is just the warm-up. I want to thank you for joining the party here at the BFL. Something unique here in the Tsunamis coaching staff is you have not only two of the most dominant Cal Bears to ever do it, but two of the most dominant collegiate wide receivers and running backs at the helm here today. And they have been tasked with putting together a game plan on short notice and hopefully look and get in the win column here today for the first time. The ball is down. Coach Foster and his team think it came out prior to having that knee hit the sand. The referees think otherwise. This is an 8v8 battle on the beach. Oh. Still fighting for the yards and not going down. Isaiah. That's when you're really glad that you're wearing the seismic, the official headgear of the BFL. Oh, man. You got, yeah, but you can't, you got to watch your coach. Yeah. Coach DeShaun Foster asking for a testing. We got HGH in there. What did you have for breakfast, man? Peptides? Did you come from south of the border and find something that we don't even know about in the BFL? Let's go. Vitamins and prayers is what he's saying, Coach Foster. Sign me up for that. I'll take some vitamins and prayers today, too. So far, we've witnessed some pretty impressive quarterback play, considering these guys are unfamiliar to each other. Marv letting his presence felt from Tampa, Florida. My man RJ, as I mentioned, trap star, representing, doing so much for his community beyond the gridiron here today. The question was, are we going for it? The answer from Coach Lynch, hell yeah. We're going to bring it down from the town to right here on the sand in Santa Cruz. On a rope. Uh-oh. Conversations being had. Potential for taunting, maybe? Frustrations on both sides of the ball as the Santa Monica Waves and Santa Cruz Tsunamis have had some intense conversations with their coaching staff as well as their fellow players as they battle it out here today. He heard the footsteps. Uh-oh. Just under 4 minutes remaining before we prepare for a very special halftime performance here at the BFL. One thing to keep in mind as you experience the BFL here today is, yes, there are a lot of things going on, and yes, we are continuing to work and improve and take your feedback as well. So if you see something, say something. We'd like to improve this league to make it special and unique for you. I don't see the hands going up from the officiating crew. Just off the mark, seems to be a little confusion. Marv has the thumbs up. Uh-oh. Eli standing all alone, a missed assignment in the corner of the end zone. And Marv doing a quick escape there. Looked like he was dead to rights on that one. He was wrapped up, but he still found the ability to hit Eli Rogers in the end zone. Eli, you better teach your students how to get that wide open, man. And now the confidence is starting to show on the side of the Santa Monica Waves, where I got to admit, there was a little bit of nerves as they started off this game here. The Tsunamis will still have an entire second half to get back in action. They have had the lead here today. Something that the Santa Monica Waves have never faced is trailing until today. 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock. 23-6 in favor of the 1-0 Santa Monica Waves. Still plenty of time and opportunities for the Santa Cruz Tsunamis to do work in this second half. As I mentioned, many of these guys playing together for the very first time. We literally had a tryout hours ago. One benefit that Coach DeShaun Foster had is a little bit of chemistry, as this team has a one-game experience in which they pitched a shutout, largely due to the coaching from our friend DeShaun Coach Foster here today. Off the mark. Almost a score there. Another one of the unique rules of the BFL. And here come the Tsunamis. Will they be able to get some points on the scoreboard before heading in for the halftime rest? Coach DeShaun Foster calling for the forecast that he believes is more like the Santa Cruz rain. Preparing for a tsunami, but he said he's only feeling some sprinkles at this moment. But if there's nothing I've learned in all my years of talking, and I do it for a profession, you don't want to talk too much until that final whistle has been blown, and it has not yet. In fact, Coach Foster knows that better than anybody. He had a 33-yard touchdown run in which his Carolina Panthers took a 14-3 lead in the Super Bowl. And they didn't win. So leads are important, but not necessary to get the victory here, as the Tsunamis are showing their force. That is ticked up from raindrops. It's at least turning into quite of a flow. 2 minutes on the clock, and your Tsunamis are in Waves territory. The Tsunamis are multitasking. We've got interviews going on mid-game. You gotta love it. And why not? We're trying to grow the BFL. The quarterback showing some impressive run moves there, finding a crease before he decided to go down right before a quick visit with Adonis. Adonis, the converted football player to rugby and back to football. In fact, he spent a season in New Zealand taking his rugby talents, a former Jack, Cal Poly Humboldt. I got to tell you, Adonis was going up against much smaller teammates in the A7FL, but this is a different battle as the Santa Cruz Tsunamis have some bigs up front. Some nice pressure, but able to escape it and finding his receiver, knocking on the door to the goal line. 1 minute, 48 seconds on the clock. Still plenty of time to punch it in here. This could be a rare and unique opportunity for Coach Lynch to use his game breaker if the Tsunamis are able to score here and pick up some much needed points prior to halftime. Feeling the pressure, looking for some real estate. That's one way to get the front row seat. A little bit of furniture moving here on a Sunday in Santa Cruz. Keith Woodyard looking with his hand up to represent for his squad and hold the line here. Or will the seal break and allow a Tsunami to slip in past the waves? Oh. There seems to be some miscommunication. And the Waves have held strong. Adonis putting the lock on the door at the goal line. An interesting play call as the quarterback looked to run it in. Brandon Atkins, the big fella, joining his pal Adonis, closing the door for an opportunity to score for the Tsunamis, who are trailing 23-6. Could very easily have been 23-12 going into the half. Still a little bit of time on the clock. .135 on the clock, and we'll see what the Waves decide to do before they hit into halftime.
Oh, here we go. Pickers.
Uh-oh.
Pickers.
Uh-oh. 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 Isaiah with a timely interception. Give it up for your Santa Cruz Tsunamis. Never say die. An ill-advised move with a healthy lead, but hindsight is 20/20. We'll see how we forecast the future. Will it be sprinkles, raindrops, waves, or tsunamis here in the Santa Cruz Classic BFL Beach Football League? We'll see you at the beach. A change in quarterback. Oh, a nicely placed ball, but just off the hands of his receiver, to the disappointment of his newly inserted quarterback. And here comes Isaiah on the offensive side of the ball, coming up with that very dramatic and timely interception, much to the chagrin of the Tsunamis coaching staff here today. Coach Lynch has been energized often and throughout the contest, as he still feels good about his team and what they put together in literally a matter of minutes. 1 minute on the clock. Our officiating crew looking forward to coming back for one more half after everyone's been so friendly and kind to them here, including the coaching staffs of both teams. Parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Some miscommunication, and the Tsunamis desperately needing to find something here as we are under a minute to play in the first half of BFL action. Boats are passing by as they're wondering, will it be waves or tsunamis that they have to worry about on their way home? Time will tell here in the Santa Cruz Classic. Some nice running. A little friendly fire there. Ricocheting off his O-lineman, but they're keeping it moving. Under a minute away from going into halftime with a large lead, unless the Santa Cruz Tsunamis can have something to say about it. instantly back in the game by one quick play. That's how fast it can change the fates of the BFL squads here today in the Santa Cruz Classic. Coach Verrett is locked in as he watches on, looking to find things on the offensive side of the ball. Uh-oh. The big man with redemption for the earlier slingshot. Wow, that is hard earned. Current score 23-12. Coach Marshawn Lynch has implemented the game breaker for another opportunity to score before the half. Oh boy, things are gonna get real interesting here. Game breaker has been installed by Coach Marshawn Lynch. 8 on 8. So after this play, they will have the chance to utilize their game breaker. And there's another point on the board. That's a live ball as well. So if the Waves are able to grab it and they can bring it past midfield, they would have got a point. But that point goes in favor of Santa Cruz Tsunamis. Current score 23-13. And Coach Lynch has decided to install his game breaker. Another opportunity to score with 40 seconds on the clock. Intense play right here. This is a big one. Coach Foster has come all the way to the visiting bench. Uh-oh, that's huge. Coach Foster possibly regretting the raindrop comment earlier today. As it has come back, the waves are starting to brew and slowly turning in to form a tsunami. Here comes the defense. There's 26 seconds last on the clock. Last time out, a turnover created a double score opportunity. The Tsunamis with the throw off, and here come the Waves. It'll be interesting to a big tackle, some post-game conversation taking place. 17 seconds remaining. What do the Waves decide to do here? With a small 4-point lead, 23-19, and a timeout has been called. The Waves still have a timeout in their back pocket. This time, still opting to throw a dangerous but well-caught ball by Charles Ross. A timeout has been called by the Waves. 10 seconds on the clock. What do? Do they go into the half comfortable with a 4-point lead or try to add a few more points on the board? Running the risk, as they did just plays ago, allowing the Tsunamis to get back into it. 10 seconds on the clock in this first half of the Santa Cruz Classic from right here in the anchor of California's Central Coast, Santa Cruz. I'll get one, bro. Getting parts. Thank you, brother. A little bit of trickery right here. Still in Nurkovic with the bomb. Uh-oh. Is there confusion? Was that a catch right there? The young, amazing wide receiver talent of Dylan Nurkovic throwing the ball. But was it a completed catch? We'll wait. I see thumbs down. I see thumbs up. I see celebrations. But I haven't seen any touchdown hands in the air by our officiating crew. Coach DeShaun Foster chalking it up as a touchdown as Tully Bantacane has raised his hands for the touchdown. And the Santa Monica Waves strike quick. They will go in with at least a 10-point lead to halftime, looking to add on to that as well with the extra point opportunity here. What a catch. We have seen two phenomenal catches by both teams today. Just delivering mosses out here on the sand. Resiliency on display as they pick up that amazing highlight touchdown from the young wide receiver talent, a little bit of trickery, and he found his fellow receiver in the end zone, pinpointed the ball, and bang, just like that, more points on the board. 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the half. The Waves. Coach Foster warning his teams of some potential trickery here in the last play of the half. And here they come, the Tsunamis. He's got a block, a little bit of trickery there. Uh-oh, he's running into trouble. And just like that, we come to the end of the first half. Give it up for both of these gladiator teams that have put it on display for you here in the Santa Cruz Classic. The visiting and leading Santa Monica Waves versus the inaugural edition and display of the Santa Cruz Tsunamis. All right, as our players get a well-deserved break at halftime and preparations that will be made for second half action here in the BFL, we will now invite you to prepare for our halftime performance. And oh, is it a big one. You can make your way onto the BFL field anywhere inside the field to prepare for this very special halftime performance coming your way in just a few minutes. So feel free to come closer, get cozy in this fine Central Coast Santa Cruz real estate right here on the sand as we get ready to introduce our very special halftime performance.
I cheered for the Giants and the A's. Watched Ricky Henderson and met Willie Mays. Cheered from nosebleeds for Tim Hardaway, but for the champion era, still rep Golden State. Vallejo had the high schools jumping. Mac Dre and E40 had the trunk thumping. 22 sitting on the scrape going dummy. Diz face hanging out the whip showing money. Ask me, I'ma tell you what I know. I was at the Vans video and tell me when to go.
Now out at Hampton Beach, where the first ever tryouts for beach football will be happening.
Let's go, baby. BFL, shout out to NFL, man. We bring the NFL to the beach. Let's go.
The league will feature 8-on-8 tackle football games, all on sand, and it's open to anyone.
Let's get it, fellas.
Okay.
Got these guys out here trying to show their talent, their skill.
These guys look ready to go. I don't know if I want up against them right now.
Come on. Okay.
I'm excited to see what's going on.
I'm Governor Chris Sununu here in the great state of New Hampshire, and look, we just couldn't be more proud to have not just an organization like this, but to kick off something like this. It's a great sport and a great atmosphere. Whatever I can do to promote it, whatever the state can do to promote the success of today, you know, we want to be behind it 110%.
Let's motivate each other, fellas. Have a good time.
Okay.
She's repping the crown from the town. BFL, Santa Cruz, give it up for Goapele.
Come on, Bay Area. Oh, you caught me looking at you. Forgive me, but if it's treasures you seek, I'm the one who can reach them. It's not the kind of thing you wanna rush or hesitate. It could go far. If you step to me, just come at me with honesty, and you might get my heart. Oh, you got it good, baby. Believe me, it's all good, baby, baby. Where are my ladies at? Can you make some noise? Baby, believe me, it's all good. Hey, I'm celebrating 25 years of this song. And I am so grateful, and it's just proof to just try going after what you love. Because you never know if it's gonna work. And I'm really grateful to be able to do what I love and be able to have done it for all these years. And for the Bay Area to support me as an independent artist. Can you guys come a little bit closer?
Come on and get
Closer to my dream.
Hey!
Oh, hey. It's so beautiful to see all these young folks out here too. Can y'all make some noise? I'm going higher. Sit closer to my dreams. I'm going higher and higher. And I can feel it in my sleep. Sometimes it feels like I'll never go past it.
Sing, sing, sing. Hey, come on.
Sometimes it feels like I'm stuck forever and ever. But no,
Hey.
'cause I'm going higher.
Closer, closer.
Stay closer.
Sing.
I'm going higher and higher. And now I can almost reach. Sometimes you just have to let it go. Just let it go, let it go. Leaving all my fears to just burn and die. I'll just push them all away so I can move on closer to my dreams.
Hey.
And I
hey.
can feel it all over my being. It's within me. Just close your eyes and seek what you believe. And together we'll go higher.
Say what?
Higher. Together we'll move upwards and onwards and beyond all that we could see, stretching out my arms so I can reach. I'm going higher, higher. Santa Cruz, will you say higher, 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 oh, hey, closer to my dreams. Give it up for DJ D-Sharp. Give it up for BFL. Give it up for Tully and Marshawn Lynch and all these amazing athletes for coming out. Where are you at? Where is Tully at? Thank you so much for having me. My name is Goapele. I know we're gonna continue the game. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Here today with the BFL, we couldn't celebrate the TDs without giving a shout out to those who tossed it to us. iHeartRadio, the official audio and radio partner of the Beach Football League.
All right, our teams are back on the field. We just had one Oakland legend perform at halftime, Goapele, and now we got another Oakland legend, the Bulldog from Oakland Tech, Coach Marshawn Lynch has looked to rally his troops and get this come from behind dub in the Santa Cruz Classic, where the Santa Monica Waves come in undefeated. But it was a blowout in their first game. This one, a little bit more work, but they were able to get that last second Moss grab and take a lead into the beach locker room, which is the Shaboomy Shade. And now they're back, both times, preparing for this second half battle. 2 quarters, 12 minutes. Let's go. We'll see you at the beach. BFL. All right, friendly reminder, 12-minute quarters. 2 of them remain running clock for the entire 12 minutes, with the exception of the fourth quarter, where the final minute will have stoppage. But will that be enough? That 1 minute, we're gonna find out as we get ready for second half, 2 quarters of BFL action, the Santa Cruz Classic. What you guys think about Goapele here today? Yeah, right? Remember, when you go to work tomorrow or things just aren't feeling oh so good, you say, man, guess what? Yesterday, I was with Goapele at the beach. Goapele bringing it to the BFL, and here we go. It's time for throw off. The Waves getting ready to receive the ball after a conversation with our officiating crew, and here we go. It's official. It's time to ball. Get ready, y'all. Put some fun into 8, 3, 1. Tsunamis sending it to the Waves. A little miscommunication, but they figured it out. Charles Ross has the ball. A nice stop. Look at the start. We see some laundry on the field. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. A quick check of the laundry. Some extracurriculars taking place here as we pick up the flag and await the call from the official. A holding call has been assessed here. The Tsunamis preparing to defend. (23-13) is your score. A 10-point deficit for the Tsunamis as they trail the Santa Monica Waves here in early third quarter action in the BFL. Correction on the score, 30-19. Marv looking for his teammate, and he is an incomplete pass as the ball has hit the sand, according to our officiating crew. Coach Marshawn Lynch agrees with the officiating crew. And now Coach Lynch asking Coach Foster to return back downfield with his team as they'll have a second crack at it. Eli having a little disagreement with the officiating crews. He feels it was a completion, of course, and why wouldn't he?
Hey, I'm giving a warning. Warning on Cam Newton. We're going to think about the game. We ain't going to let him play. He backed it up. So he caught that ball. Let's see.
Some heavy pressure from the Tsunamis. The big fella, Adonis, showcasing some of those rugby moves with the tree trunks as he brings it down the field into Tsunami territory. First down coming your way for the Santa Monica Waves. Are we having... Seems like we need to get things under a little bit of control here in the BFL. Maybe a deep breath for everybody. Maybe a Surfside iced tea and vodka. Something to calm you down. We're all brothers out here on the beach. Coach Foster looking for the detrimental to the league penalty. It could be created. Who knows? We're writing the book. Could be in the next chapter. All smiles of the Santa Monica Waves have the lead here. Marv with the finger pointing. Uh-oh. And just like that, an untimely turnover. The third thrown by him today. And another opportunity for the Santa Cruz Tsunamis to stand tall and showcase their resiliency once again, much to the light of none other than Jason Verrett, the former Pro Bowler, bringing it from Fairfield to the beach here in Santa Cruz, excited as his defense has turned up as he did so many times in the NFL, the former Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, TCU Hall of Famer. 7:20 in the third quarter. Current score 30-19. Coach Eli, what is he doing here? Doing some... Do we have like a Spygate controversy going on over here? He's on the wrong sideline. What is that? The officiating crew has called it for 3 points. Coach Foster likes what he sees out there. The haka being shown by none other than Adonis. Quick reminder of his rugby roots here today. Hailing from parts unknown, but traveling the globe and bringing it to the BFL. (33-19) is your score in favor of the Waves. Many a turnover and a battle that is ensuing here today. And here come the Tsunamis, desperately needing to find the end zone and pick up some touchdown points. Still lots of time on the clock and plenty of opportunities. The ball has been tossed. Here comes Charles Ross, looking for a seam, some fancy footwork. Staying on his feet with a healthy run, Charles Ross. Nicely done, Chuck. As you'll notice, as the score fluctuates and the leads change, the comfort level and confidence are on display by whichever team is in the driver's seat currently. Your Santa Monica Waves with the lead as the Tsunamis looking to represent on their home turf here in Santa Cruz. Brandon Atkins, the big man, wants to eat, pushing it forward into Tsunamis territory. It's a reset of downs. 4 to score. A little BFL math for you here on a Sunday. There will be a quiz later today. Marv able to hang in there, standing strong, looking to change the script and find some open receivers and hold on to this lead for the Santa Monica Waves. The big fella is in hot pursuit of Marv He decides to run. That's like trying to stop on a dime for a school bus right there that's going 70 miles an hour. But we're going to find out who puts it down on the field here, and that final score is the only thing that really counts in the regards to the BFL. Will the Waves remain undefeated and add another dub and go 2-0, or will the Santa Cruz Tsunamis converge on the Waves and steal a win here at home, trailing as we get ready to head into the fourth quarter? Uh-oh, another untimely turnover. So this will be fourth down. After a conversation with the referees, they have decided that it was not, in fact, recovered by the Tsunamis, and it was the Waves who retained possession. All right, Coach DeShaun Foster opting for a field goal opportunity to add on to his lead, deciding that the risk is not worth the reward of potentially adding a touchdown here. Some more miscommunication. Unsuccessful on the attempt. Out on the beach, they call them ballers. Let's go, 40 seconds on the clock. Unsuccessful on the try. 33-19, a 14-point lead for Coach DeShaun Foster and his squad. Here come the Tsunamis, backed up into their own end zone. The Tsunamis have opted to use multiple quarterbacks throughout the course of the game. That is the end of the third quarter. On the other side of the ball, it has been the Waves who have stuck with their quarterback throughout the course of the game. The fourth quarter is coming your way as the third quarter concluding.
Stop me.
A 14-point lead as we enter the fourth quarter. 12 minutes, running clock. In that last minute, we will have stoppage. All right, Shay's gonna pull out a raffle ticket right here. We're gonna give an award in just a few moments. Our friends at Santa Cruz Core Fitness and Rehab, who have tuned up the BFL athletes here today, have donated some amazing prize packages to give to you, the fans of the BFL, so you can continue to feel good in that rehab journey. Put a smile on your face. We're going to give those out in a few moments. Shay's going to bring me some winners of our raffle. Different pages as the miscommunication continues in the passing game. The Tsunamis realizing the sense of urgency that must be kicking in right about now. This is fourth quarter action live from Santa Cruz. The Waves feeling comfortable with their lead, but no lead is safe in the BFL, and here come the Tsunamis. The whistles have been blown. A false start penalty has been called on the Tsunamis. Continuing to get in their own way, but that's understandable considering the circumstances. These are facts when I tell you that this team was assembled today. Many of these athletes coming out in the tryout. I want to give a shout out to my guy, a Central Coast legend, where he did it at Santa Cruz High School. You already know if you live here. Former New York Giant, appeared at the Super Bowl and the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Reggie Steffens helping out the BFL and bringing it here. Where you at, Reg? Reg, man, you're no stranger to the gridiron. You did it as a New York Giant, but you also did it right here at Santa Cruz High School. It all began in Shreveport, Louisiana, and then you took those talents all the way to California's Central Coast. You did it with Brandon Iambadejo. You had that experience. And then you eventually took those talents all the way to the opposite coast. At Rutgers, were you impressed enough to give yourself an opportunity to play in the National Football League, and as a New York Giant appeared in a Super Bowl? Tell us about what it's like to be here in your backyard and witness Beach Football League action.
Oh, man, first off, it's a blessing, man. Santa Cruz is a great place. And for Tully and you to pull this off, man, this is amazing. I haven't seen the boardwalk jumping this hard in a long time, man. Goapele performance, man, it's amazing.
And talk about that, as you mentioned, Goapele putting on a huge halftime performance. As a voting member of the Grammys, you are no stranger to music yourself. Talk about that inspiration and what brought you to showcase those talents as a musician.
Oh, man, I've just been doing it for a long time from Shreveport, Louisiana. My family, man, when I was a little kid, they always had me doing music. And I just got, blessed to work with some Bay Area legends like One Drop Scott. He put me on in the game, and trust me, I'm always going to vote for Goapele.
And you always take care of the next generation of athletes, not forgetting where you came from, where you went, where you're going, and most importantly, how you're doing it. The Reggie Steffens Foundation does so much right here in the 831 and beyond throughout the Monterey Bay, the East Coast to the West Coast. You bring the positivity and opportunities for not only the next generation of boys, but also girls. Talk about your experience with that in a multitude of sports right here in Santa Cruz and beyond.
Yeah, the Reggie Steffens Foundation. I'm the founder of it, 2018. We started with 46 kids, and now we serve over 500 student athletes on the Central Coast. I help kids get to college. I got a running back right now at Brown University. His name is Quinn Brown. Caleb Womack at San Jose State, starting cornerback. They're both from Santa Cruz High School. I just been trying to do everything that I could do to get these kids an opportunity out of Santa Cruz, California. And the biggest thing that I've been doing is advocating for women's flag football.
Reggie Steffens bringing it right here. Thank you so much for joining us at the BFL. The 831 legend did it at Santa Cruz High, and now he's having some fun here at the BFL. What a special moment. And right on cue, the Santa Monica Waves put it into the end zone once again. And what looks like a change in that glimpse of momentum that the Tsunamis had. Another touchdown for the Santa Monica Waves. The Santa Cruz Tsunamis, though, continuing to show resiliency and create opportunities. Oh, man, lots of mouths running here today, not just mine, on both sides of the Waves and the Tsunamis. Still lots of time left. 6 minutes. Your current score, 39-19. Lots of conversations being had here. I'm hearing statistics. Hands up. I got to tell you, these Santa Cruz Tsunamis have that never say die mentality, putting that resiliency on display here to show out in their backyard right here in Santa Cruz. Looking forward to getting familiar with some of these new faces here from the Santa Cruz Tsunamis, as they were recently introduced, like literally today, to join us here and battle the 1-0 Santa Monica Waves. A heavy package on both sides of the ball here for both the Waves and the Tsunamis. Nice pass route in the seam. A little human pinball. Santa Cruz classic. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. As we wind it down long before the sun sets here in Santa Cruz. Just think about what we had here today. Goapele, you. 2 amazing touchdown passes, some highlights, a little bit of chippiness, a little bit of sparring taking place, some friendly trash talk, some not so friendly trash talk. Both coaches new to this sport that is beach football. A great appreciation for both of them coming out and doing it for their squads here today. All right, we're going to give out something right now. Let's take a look at it. The first is a functional movement screen going to
Alicia Jones.
All right, Alicia, come get your prize. Also, 6 Vasper sessions is going to who?
Harvey Barrett.
Come on, Harv, come get your prize up here by the stage. A full chiropractic exam and treatment from our friends at SantaCruzCore.com.
Mark Sandoval.
All right, Mark, crack that back, buddy. What a nice gift from our friends at Santa Cruz Core. You can check them out online, SantaCruzCore.com. Oh. Charles Ross adding the exclamation point to the Y in victory here. It was a battle as this Santa Monica Waves team celebrates in the end zone. It looks like their win streak will continue to a 2 of toe wins in the books. Much to the excitement and satisfaction of head coach DeShaun Foster. BFL Santa Cruz, let's give it up for both these teams, including the home team, the all-new, who are looking to bounce back and bring it next time, the Santa Cruz Tsunamis. If you're looking for a Memorial Day experience like none other, the BFL will travel southbound to the wonderful city of Hermosa Beach, California, just minutes from LAX. You can touch down with us literally at the BFL and celebrating Fiesta Hermosa in Hermosa Beach, a halftime performance from the legendary hip-hop group, The Far Side, reminding you, can't keep running all day, but we tried and we running away. Here they go, the 2-0 Santa Monica Waves, heading to the beach in celebratory form and fashion, but a valiant effort from the newly assembled coaching staff led by Marshawn Lynch and the Santa Cruz Tsunamis. The beauty of this is we will all celebrate together with a Surfside in our hands and in a can, and why not? The battle, hard fought, lots of trash was talked, much of it from me. But hey, it's what I do for a living. I'm your main man on the mic, Nick Ferrara, thanking you on behalf of Bulldog, our official streaming partner who are bringing it to the world. and the finest fans in all of sports here at the Beach Football League, touching down in this, the Santa Cruz Classic. We'll be crowning the 2-0 Santa Monica Waves in just a few moments. But again, if you want to see round 2, we'll be at it again at Fiesta Hermosa next Saturday, 5 p.m. It's the Sunset Showdown. Lots of new NFL alumni and talent will be joining us there. Legends and Hall of Famers on the sands in Hermosa Beach, BFL round 2. Did he just say shout out to me though? And our friends from Powell's Environmental Graphics, you guys do it sustainably, and you do it right here in the Bay. Talk about this experience and why you're joining us. And you know the likes of our foundation creator, Tully Bantaking. What's it like to have a relationship and call that guy a friend and be out here to support what he's doing today?
Someone I've looked up to for a long time. Our whole community's been proud of him for a long time. Just proud that we could actually do something to support this event and this organization. This is beautiful. One of the best days in a long time.
And thank you for that. You've done it sustainably so right here in the 831 and beyond. As we continue to share this experience with the world, we thank all the amazing athletes and talent. These guys have really showcased and put it on. Adonis. He's also the president of the Adonis fan club. He hails from parts unknown. Adonis, let's talk about this experience today. You started off as a football player, became a rugby player. Now you have the opportunity to utilize both of those elements, including that season you spent abroad in New Zealand as a professional rugby player, and you also did it right down the road collegiately, a little bit farther north at Cal Poly Humboldt as a Jack. What did it feel like to get another victory here in the 831 today?
I mean, I told y'all from the beginning, we came here to do what we do. What's a tsunami without a wave, bro? But I like to thank Tully first and foremost. I want to thank my creator, of course. But, you know, like I said, playing rugby, going from football to rugby, gives me all the foundation, fundamentals I need to be out here and be safe. And it also gives me the discipline. You know, we had a little scuffle earlier, but it's not about that. It's about the camaraderie, coming out here to play, coming out here to make a name for yourself and take advantage of the opportunity, like we said.
Absolutely. And Marv, I got a few words for you, my man. Marv, let's talk about this. In the first opportunity, when you guys went heads up with the Silver State Stealth, you had a flawless game. Not exactly the case today. There was a few miscues, a few turnovers, but you still remain confident. You held your head high. You found a way to get the win here and get some much-needed points, especially in the second 2 quarters of this game. What was the experience coming up this time? Much more competitive, obviously, with the Santa Cruz Tsunamis, and you have to take your hat off to them for coming out here to perform on short notice and do it with pride and respect in their backyard.
Yeah, 100%. Big ups to them for coming out here, basically last minute, putting the team together. As far as the turnovers, man, I got to be better. First game at quarterback, get it fixed. But the most important thing is everybody left healthy, and the Waves won the game.
It all began in Tampa, Florida, played collegiately there in your home state as well. But now you're back on the West Coast doing it. What's it like to be part of this historic ride? You've been part of both, not only the games, but both victories. What has it been like to be on something that's all new? And it takes a lot of turns and hits a few speed bumps along the way, but we always find a way to end with a smile on our face.
Yeah, for sure. Like, just being a part of the game, being back into the game is a blessing, and one, because I stopped playing college 2018. So when I got this opportunity, I jumped at it. Like, it's very fun out here playing tackle football with no pads. It's new, but yeah, it's a very fun experience.
And that's why we got to find more athletes to join the BFL. If you want to play, check us out online. Follow us on the gram and all social media platforms. We want to see you on the beach as a fan, a footballer, a performer. You could be in the show. The BFL, we'll see you at the beach. We got young Dylan Nurkovic here. Like, Dylan, let's talk about it. As a wide receiver talent, currently preparing to do it at Bosco High and put your skills on display to play at that next level. But you're already playing with grown men here today on both sides of the ball. And as a wide receiver, for you to throw an absolute dart that turned into a dime, what did that feel like, knowing that a fellow wide receiver was going to benefit from your toss?
Man, I just know my boy, C4. I could trust him, throw the ball up, and he'll come down with it. Got the ball. Man, playing 7 years of football, threw a nice little touchdown, and my boy C4 came down with it.
All right, Dylan, the future of football. We look forward to watching your journey, not only in the BFL, but beyond. Another victory for you 2 times. Thank you, Dylan. Eli Rogers, I will route you. At least that's what you tell everyone else. The only thing that ran more than you did today was your mouth. But that's par for the course. I just got to talk about it because you're trying to steal my job. I'm never trying to step out there. I'll admire from afar because it got physical today. It got chippy. But the reality is, how do you feel about your fellow competitors? They brought it out on short notice, and it was a much different scenario than it was the first time versus the Silver State Stealth. These guys were in the game for a good chunk of it. What did it feel like to play them today and have some camaraderie and competitiveness here in Santa Cruz?
Oh, man, it was amazing, man. Shout out to Tsunami. They came to battle. But, hey, sometimes you got to pop out and show dudes, man. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So we came out. You got to know where you at to get what you got to go, man. So we were men with plans, had intention, and the intention was to win. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up doing that, and I shout out my team. You know, great road win in an away environment. You want that? I love it, man. I'm going to keep talking because I will route you nation. I will route you, your mama, your children, and your grandchildren. On my kids. Yeah.
No shortage of words from Eli or from me as well, but I do this for a living. I'm sure he will be doing it someday as well when he steps off the beach. And now let's find some members of our Santa Cruz Tsunamis. We have so many different guys that came out here. You're no stranger. You've been part of this before. You played tackle football without pads, but this time we did it on the beach here in Santa Cruz. You joined your teammates literally just moments before the first throw-off of the game, but you were able to put together some chemistry and consistency and put on a decent competitive effort here today. What was it like?
Man, it was fun football, man. Everything was good, bro. The energy was good. The energy was here. All the people came out. It was last minute, but, man, we did good, though, bro. I think we did the best we could have done with the last.
You know, it's the end of the day, it's the end of the weekend, but you got to come out on a Sunday, like you said, this beautiful weather. The waves are crashing, and you got to play football. What a blessing, right?
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it. A nice performance. We'll look forward to seeing you. Everybody has a second chance. This is the BFL, Beach Football League. On behalf of the Santa Cruz Tsunamis, the victorious Santa Monica Waves, all of our amazing talent that joined us here today, Goapele, DJ D Short, and you, the best fans in all of sport. Remember, BFL, we'll see you at the beach.